Hello, friends, and welcome to Little Bean's Garden, located in Pomona, California, Zone 10A, established in 2015. My name is Sule, and I will be your host for today. Today is March 9th, 2024, and I wanted to give you an update on the Ace 55 tomato plants. They are doing absolutely fabulous. It has been cold and raining here, so I haven't put them out completely. I'm just taking them out little by little to get them acclimated to the environment and the weather. But they are doing so far so good. All right, I will keep you posted. Today is March 16, 2024, and today is the day I am going to transplant the Ace 55 tomatoes. They do not want to be in these little pots anymore. Hopefully you can see that the roots are coming out already, so they definitely need to be transplanted to their forever home so that they can grow nice and healthy. I'm going to be doing 3 in this planter, and then I'm going to be doing 3 in that planter. And then whatever's left, I think I'm going to do these pots, remove what they have, and then put them there, but I'm not sure. But for sure, we're doing 3 in this one, and we are doing 3 in that one. And today I am using a microphone. I thought it would be a great investment to have a microphone, so hopefully it works well. Let me show you. This is the little microphone that I'm using, and hopefully it will work really well because of the wind, because of the change when I move my head and I didn't have a microphone. The sound quality was not good, so I decided to invest in a microphone. Anyways, just wanted to give you a little heads up. Let me put you up in the tripod and get these 2 planters planted with our Ace 55. All right, friends, so I do have the little tomato plants already set up the way I want them in the planter. And if you are new to gardening and you're going to be putting your little plants in a permanent spot for the growing season, try to do this also. Try to put them where you envision them and then take a step back and see if that's really what you want. And me taking a step back, I think this one, I want to move it a little bit this way, and that looks good to me. So let me bring you up close. We're going to plant one together as always, and then I'll go ahead and do the rest off camera and we'll take it from there. Let me bring you up close and personal. All right, friends, so I really hope this microphone is good so you can hear me properly with the wind going on and the cars and everything. But anyways, let's get this planted. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go around, just mark my little spot in the soil, and I'm going to make the hole just a little bit bigger than the pot is. And so let's go ahead and dig that soil out. I have amended this bed so the soil is absolutely beautiful and nice and soft. I added chicken manure, I added perlite, and I added azomite. I'm trying to think. That's it. That's all I did because the little planter was compacted. The soil was compacted. And check this out. I don't know if you can see this, but there's a lot of worms. A lot. This is one. Hopefully you can see that. But yeah, there's one there, one there, one there, one there. Anyways, I get so happy when I see the worms. All right, so what I'm going to add to the planting hole is this fertilizer. It is a tomato and vegetable and herb fertilizer, a 463. So nothing too strong. And we're going to put it in the planting hole. And we don't want the roots touching that fertilizer directly, so we're going to mix it in there. And that looks good to me. And we're going to take our little plant, okay? She's looking happy. And we're going to remove these bottom leaves. Okay, in case you're new to gardening, the stem grows other roots. I, like so many other people, were under the impression that these little hairs that you see here would grow the roots, but no, that's not the case. Okay, the case is that the stem itself has something. I don't know the technicalities of it. I really don't know. I'm not that type of person. But anyways, remove the bottom leaves because the stem has something in it that if you bury the stem, and this is how we're going to do it, we're going to bury that stem completely, and only do this with tomatoes, please. Your other flowers and everything else, some of them can be buried, but not all of them. So just be careful. But tomatoes, 100%, you can do that. We're going to bury this stem because I want more roots to grow out of the stem. So this can be a stronger plant. Okay, so here's our planting hole. Let's go ahead and squeeze the sides of the pot, and then we're going to pop it out. And this one was starting to get root bound. Check this out. Root bound is when the roots start going around and around and around. And we are still in good time to plant this. All right, so let's go ahead and plant her. And remember, we're going to bury the roots. So we're going to plant it deep. And then all I'm going to do is add the soil back. And then we're going to press it, but don't compress it too hard. Just make sure you press it, lightly press, to make sure that the roots and the stem make contact with the soil. And what do you guys think? She looks happy already, right? So the last thing to do for this little plant is I'm going to add more fertilizer, and that's just, that's just to be on the safe side. That's just me. You don't have to. And then we're going to mix it in. Never put your fertilizer right, you know, on the stem. You want to do it around and then mix it in. And well, that's how I'm going to do every single plant. Let me put my little plant label. Here it is. Ace 55. These are grown from my own harvested seeds. I collect seeds every year for this variety. All right, so let me get the rest done and I'll bring you right back. All right, friends, so I have planted the 3 for this one and the 3 for that one. The last thing I'm going to do is I am going to water them in. And when you water your plants, your newly transplanted plants, you don't want to be harsh with the water. You want to make sure that you water them completely and give them a good watering, but you don't want to stress them out by giving them a ton of water with a lot of pressure. So what I do is first I go around the plant with the water. I don't touch the plant. So I go around a couple of times so that I make sure that the water is surrounding the plant. And we'll do that for all of them. And then I move the water so it doesn't feel like it's, hurting or beating the plant. I do it on top of the plant. And you want to make sure that you give them enough water. You want to make sure that the soil has good contact with the stem and the roots. In this case, for the tomatoes, for your other plants, you want to make sure that the roots have good contact with the soil, and the water helps with that. Now, if you notice, there is spaces right here and right here, and that is going to be utilized at a later time. I have some seed flowers growing. So, and then these, although it seems like it's a big area for just 3 tomato plants, believe me, they will grow up, and they do grow pretty big. These are determinate or semi-determinate tomato. I shouldn't say semi-determinate, semi-indeterminate, because they don't stay really, really small and compact, but they also don't grow like indeterminate tomatoes. So I think I think for me, they are semi-indeterminate. So they will fill up their area completely. But anyways, that is all for today. And as always, I will keep you posted. Today is May 25th, 2024, and I wanted to give you an update on the Ace 55 tomatoes. And check this out. We have baby tomatoes. They're looking so good, so happy, so healthy. The plants, since this year hasn't been very warm. Normally it's boiling hot, but this year it's been a very tempered climate. The plants look really healthy compared to what they have looked like in the past. So I am very happy, I'm very excited, and can't wait to taste one of the Ace 55 tomatoes, which I've had in the past, and I know they're absolutely delicious, but they will be the first ones of the season. Oh my god, that one's already pretty big. I don't know if you can see that. There we go, there we go. Those are pretty big already. I'm so excited, I can't deny it. Anyways, I will keep you guys posted. Toodles. Today is June 18, 2024, and I wanted to give you an update on the Ace 55 tomatoes. The plants look pretty bad, but the tomatoes have not blushed or anything. They're not turning red. So I'm hoping they turn red pretty soon. This year, they're not their usual size. They're smaller than other years. Why? I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. As long as they taste delicious, then they'll be going into our belly. But yeah, I just wanted to show you we do have tomatoes. They are absolutely beautiful, but they're not blushing yet. Why? I don't know. I'm not sure. And they are smaller from other years. But again, we will harvest them, we will eat them and enjoy them. And well, I'll keep you posted. Today is June 21st, 2024, and I wanted to give you an update and a very small one tomato harvest for the end of this video. My plants are not looking great. There are two reasons. One of them is the weather. It's been pretty wild, pretty crazy. It's been cold, and then all of a sudden last week it started getting really hot in the high 90s. So the plants are probably confused, stressed, all the above. But either way, they are loaded with tomatoes. I'm just waiting for them to blush so that I can start harvesting. This year the naughty little birds have been pecking at my fruit and my tomatoes and all the above. So I am going to be taking this first tomato for the Ace 55 tomato, because if I leave it to ripen fully on the vine, then the little naughty birds will go ahead and peck at it, and I and my family will not get to enjoy it. So here it is. It's one that already started. It's a pretty good, decent size. I have a lot of small ones, but normally the Ace 55 does really good for me. But as I mentioned, I've had issues with my mother's health, so I've been tending to her and not the garden. The garden has taken a back seat to my priorities because my mother is completely dependent on me at the moment, and I need to give her 110% of my time, my attention, and my hours of the day, because she is my priority. I have neglected the garden, but it's okay. It's okay. As we can see, the garden is very forgiving. It still produces, it still manages to take care of itself. Although the plants were neglected with food, with water, with pruning, they are still producing a lot of tomatoes. I hope the camera, or in this case my phone, can capture that these plants, although they look really bad, they are loaded with tomatoes on them. And you know what? I'm happy. I'm dedicating time to my mom, and the garden is still producing. And we got our Ace 55 tomato harvested today, and we will have more in the near future as the plants are absolutely loaded. It's just a matter of patience and waiting for them to ripen on the vine. Well guys, that's it from Little Beans Garden. If you like this video, please consider subscribing, hitting the like button, and sharing this video with your friends. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.